All right, good morning, everybody. Today we are going to talk Instagram. All right, let's start with the basics of Instagram. Now, Instagram is going to be a different style than other markets, okay, and other social media platforms that we use to market. The way I like to think of Instagram is kind of like a magazine, sort of say. And I don't mean that you always have to be glammed up and looking pretty, but it's all about what your page looks like. Okay. So before we get into that, I want to talk about very important aspects of Instagram for you to go very far, right? Many of you just started an Instagram page, which is great to have your foundation set up. So as we build, it's going to continue through. All right. One of the first most important, let's see if I have the little tool here. Do I have the annotations? Um, Maybe I don't. Okay. Well, at the top left, you guys see you have to have a name. So not just your name, but that's your URL. So the top left at the very tippy top, I wish I had a little cursor to show you guys, is mine says Tomi Jo Travel Agent. Okay. So your URL and the name that presents are different. So you want to have an easy URL for somebody to be able to find you, to be able to search you, and also to remember you. Okay. So I always think try not to make it too overcomplicated or spelled a crazy different way, because then people won't know how to simply search you or look you up. Okay. So your URL is the top left. Then you have the actual screen name. So if you look right next to my profile picture, I have a screen name, Tomi Jo, #1 travel agent and coach. Now, why is this important? This was actually a training that was done by Daniel G and many other very successful marketers in sales and on social media. Is that right there, the name, so not your URL, but your actual name, is going to populate whether you have 100 followers or you have 100,000 followers. Okay. So if we do the search bar and we type in, let me think, let's look up travel. Let's look up travel Europe. I know it's a little big, but let's look up travel Europe. And I just searched that travel Europe. Yes, there's the For You page, but let's go to accounts. Okay. You guys see the URL shows first, but then whatever that name is the most important. So this one, best cities of Europe. They have 1 million followers. They're clearly really good at what they do, right? Europe travel guide, hotels, attraction, and trips. Awesome. Let's look a little more. Let's look at this one. Her URL is travel adventures around Europe, but her name is Travel Europe. She only has almost 1,600 followers versus this one that has millions, and she's still within that top search. Does that make sense? Even if we do cruise, let's look up travel Disney cruise. People searching for information, right? Let's go to accounts. We see Jennifer is travel advisor and Disney cruise specialist. She only has less than 1,600 followers, but she is the very first account based off the optimization in the search tool. Does that make sense? Travel with Lucy is also on here. Lucy Cruise Disney Travel. She has 2,100, but they are the first to pop up with recommendations. This is the most important, is making sure that you have your name on whatever it is that you are specializing in, your niche, those kind of things. That's how you make it to the top of the search engine. And social media right now is being used as a search engine more than Google. Okay, because they want real life, they want real people, they want real reviews, right? They don't just want to read what they think may be an AI bot. All right. So please fix that today. Have your URL that looks good, and then also change your name there. It could have emojis. It could be as simple as others. I want you guys to kind of, search around and see whatever your niche is. What are people saying? What are the similarities there? Okay. Now, the third one is going to be your bio. The bio, which we've talked multiple times across all platforms, is super important, right? If we actually, let's go back to one of these girls. Let's look at Travel with Lucy. She says cruise inspo, Disney Magic, travel info, email. She puts her email, and check out my YouTube channel. Okay, let's look at Jennifer. Diamond travel planner with, and she puts her agency, Disney cruise specialist, reach out for a quote for your next vacation. And guess what she has? Her client intake form, right? An easy way for them to connect. Let's look at travels with Europe. Hi, I'm Ini, 25 years old, travel lover, sharing my travels in Europe. All right. Travel tips and tricks, and then also where she has resided for the last 2 years. So that is important. It's going to tell people what is it that you provide to them. What is your USP? You guys remember what that is? The USP? Give it a second in case you guys are typing it out. Your USP. No? It's your unique selling proposition. What makes you different from thousands of other people? Your USP, okay? Your unique selling proposition. That is what needs to be up there in your bio, okay? So some, like my example, travel agent, work from home professional, exclusive travel deals access. Why? Well, because I love Evo Plus. Evo Plus is my baby. Nobody could tell me that, I can't utilize it, kind of thing, right? No, I'll be booking.com any day of the week. Cross my heart, hope to die. Okay. I help others earn income booking travel. I do have a hashtag on mine. Probably going to change that just because, I like to try different things and see what they work. Then I have DM me, and I also have my client intake form. All right. Now, why is this a little bit more magazine style? Highlights. Highlights are important. You guys see my highlights here. Next stop, exclusive events, reviews, deals, and success stories. You can have yours based off of your style, right? I went to Canva. I literally searched Instagram highlights and I found these pretty pink ones. And so I just put them as the highlights. Okay. Now, a little tip for you guys. You have to put them in order backwards. Okay, so however you want them to read, you have to put them in order backwards. So success stories came first, that's at the end, then deals, then reviews, then exclusive events, then next stop. However, once you start adding to them, they'll move around. So I'm going to show you one. It's super intriguing to me. However, I know she can't add things in here unless she does it a certain way. So this is this is a whole different company, but this girl is really big on mindset and entrepreneurship. So she's someone I follow. However, she sells products, and you guys know I would never sell products because I'm not good at that. But I like her highlight stories. It says exclusive. That much must be where she's putting stuff now. Then it says highlights, highlights, but it reads Storm. Her name is Stormy. It reads Storm. So I thought that was cool. But again, as soon as you add to them, they move. So unless she adds MROTS in that order, then it won't read it. Does that make sense to everybody? So those are some important things on here. Now, how do you add a highlight? Okay, that comes from your story. Stories are going to be the most powerful part of Instagram. Stories. You have to stay relatable. Okay. You have to stay at the top. If I go to my homepage, you'll see at the top anybody who just, oh, look, Coco just posted. Anybody who's been doing stories, you stay at the top of your followers feed. That is why you see Chris Trujillo and Annie Lou and all of the Alexis and all of them doing it right every day. All day long, they're making a story. Okay. And it can be them talking. It could be screenshots of things. It could be, engagement. It could be polls, those kind of things. Engage. You want it to be engaging. Okay. So we'll talk stories, but when we go back, if I want to add a story, I'm going to click the right hand up at the top right, my little bars, and I'm going to go to archived, and it's going to pull my story archived. right? So the things that I've been talking about on my stories. Now let's look at one. Let's add this one. So I click highlight at the bottom right, highlight, and I'm going to put it under exclusive events. We'll do that one. Okay. And then I'm going to grab this one and I'm going to do, oh, that's the one I just added. I wanted this one too. Highlight exclusive events. So now you see, all I do is just categorize them, and you could go all the way back. Okay. Things that you're doing, next stops that you have. Let's see.
I can see.
I don't really have any others right now. So now if I go back to my page, you see exclusive events popped up first because it's the most updated. Okay. So like I said, make them pretty, but I wouldn't stress too much of them, you know, being in order of making a name unless you're ready to kind of utilize those. But now when people come in here, they can click through and they can see the exclusive events. And the nice thing is once they watch this, right, and they get to the end, when you add a new one, it only shows them the recent that they haven't watched. So they're not having to watch all, you know, 200, etc., that are in here. Okay. So those kind of things. That is the highlights. Now on your page, whether you're doing a post or you're doing a reel, on the post and the reel, you can set your thumbnail. Okay. So when you make a post on here like this one, all right. Oops. You can set a thumbnail. So if I click here and I click edit, where is it? I'm gonna have to open it. Manage, edit. I can change the cover photo, my thumbnail. And it could be, you know, somewhere on here. Cover. Well, you do it where it's black and it's not showing me. Oh, there it goes. You can change this. So it could be something like that. All right. So let's make that the cover photo now instead of the other. So now if someone is on my page and they're looking, let's refresh this. If it sticks, there we go. Now it looks a little bit more appealing, right? It's showing like a pose, or you can add your own cover photo. Okay. So now when people scroll, it's going to look a little bit more magazine fresh instead of just random videos at different times. Okay. I could even put a photo of me on each one of these. If I wanted to do this one, I could add a photo. If I wanted to do this one, I could add a photo. That way people click to look at the photos or read the comments, and it's actually going to be a video for them. Okay. Now, it can also attach to threads. So if you see at the very top next to Tomi Jo Travel Agent is the little threads icon. So I have mine going through. Okay. Now, one thing, I told you guys many times, the CEO of Instagram goes live every Friday, or he puts in his story the little ask me a question, and every Friday he answers all of those questions based off of Instagram and what they're going over. So two things that recently he's gone over. One, any video that is made and created in the Edits app, Edits, will be pushed through the platform because they're trying to, you know, draw more people to use Edits. It's just their pretty much their CapCut, like their video editing software. It's like TikTok Studio. Okay. And I have been utilizing it and I do see results. I mean, I just posted this one yesterday. It has 3,600 views, which may seem low, okay, to others that we're going to search. But normally I get like 10 views or 60 views or well under 100 views. So to have 3,600, I was like, whoa, okay, look, we're moving here, right? Then this one had 1,900, this one had 1,200. and those kind of things. This one has 26, this one has 28. The ones with big, like you see the 44, the 43, 101, that's because I am a collaborator on those posts with Jeff. Jeff has an incredible Instagram views. That's been his only platform that he's used for years and years and years now. He's really big on Instagram. So when he collaborates with me, which is essentially like tagging somebody, but it lives on both of your pages, I kind of get that little boost there on those. Okay, so we're only talking what I'm actually doing, which is through the edits and the videos I'm hand creating. Okay. If you look at that though, and the stories that I've been posting, do you guys see above my highlights the professional dashboard? In the last 30 days, my page has increased by almost 60,000 views just within the last 30 days by simply using edits and creating content there and keeping my stories active and having my page look a little bit better. Now, when we're posting reels on Instagram, there's now, it's called Explore. Anybody been on the Explore page on here? The Explore, which I think is this section here. You guys can't hear it, right? The audio's off? I hope so. So this is Explore. And the nice thing, so you see reels at the top, and then you see friends. So the people that I'm friends with, I can actually go through and it will show me who is engaging and who is commenting and who is doing what. Which means that you guys have a fast track to know what your clients are engaging with on Instagram. That makes sense? And again, I'm talking to you guys, so I apologize. I don't really know what is playing in the background, but I can see, look, there's Sarah, right? Sarah watching motivational things on here. I don't know who this is, but they did a repost and a like for this travel one, right? Oh, look, it's Hannah. Hannah likes this POV small business, okay, as well as others that I follow. So you can start see that your followers and what they're engaging on. That's going to help you be like, you know what? I can make content like that. Relatable content, because that's what they're searching for. So that when you make a reel, that's where it goes in. Okay, it goes into the Explore section there. So theirs is just named fancy names and different things. Okay. Now, I want to show you guys stories that I've been doing because I think the hardest part that came from me, let me get coffee. The hardest part for me was, what do I post? Because to be real honest with you guys, I just stayed at home. If I'm not traveling, like I'm at home on Zoom with you guys, or, you know, working on the couch with the kids, or, you know, I barely get my hair done. Like I finally did my hair yesterday because I was like, well, you paid $500 to have your hair done. You might as well, you know, do it. So I did my hair yesterday. I straightened it. But I was like, I have to be disciplined in this, and I just need stuff to talk about. Because I was like, what do I talk about? You know, like I'm going to be sitting in the same spots and those kind of things. So this has been my story. Just within the past 24 hours, I did a get ready with me. I was like, turn your camera on while you do your hair and just start talking, right, about what you're getting ready for and what you're going to do. So I did that. Then we went to dinner yesterday, and I just quickly showed, you know, where we were. So we went to Fogo, and I just, you know, I was like, we're doing this because kids eat free. Kids eat free. So that was nice to just kind of show them that I was out and about. And it wasn't anything, you know, tips and tricks or anything spectacular. It was just pretty much me being out. Then I show the food. So those kind of things that we're eating. I did make a new, Jeff and I have a new page, so we're promoting that. And then a little bit of motivational. I'm actually going to show you guys people that I want you to follow because they're really good at teaching you what you should be posting and those kind of things. Because on Instagram, the caption and the hashtags are the most important when it comes to Instagram. So they each kind of have like their own little factors, right? And I just got off training. I was on up early with Jody. I saw many of you there as well. And it was the sandals guy. I was like, you know what? Let me do some stories about what he just went over because I don't want to promote a sandals deal right now, but better yet, let me give some education. Right. And the first video you can see my hair is up. I was like, I'm not ready to put it down yet. So travel agent reports are in. And I was just going over like what he said. And then I show the camera. Not that one, I was still talking. Sometimes I just move too fast when I'm speaking. But I was like, let me show you what he said. Everybody say good morning, Lance, right? And then I just kind of show him on the screen, hey, good morning. And then I went over what he said. So he said that they run their reports and travel agents book far more than through their statistics than, you know, just online or in their call desk through their normal stuff. So travel advisors book more. And then I did another one where I talked the agency tiers because he said that with Archer Travel, we are diamond tiered. So I said, you know what? That's information that I can share to the public that isn't going to break any, you know, terms and conditions or things like that. And it's going to be beneficial. So that's what I do. Now I want to show you guys, I'm going to go back. I want to show you guys Chris Trujillo. I kind of go based off of what they do, right? So this one is her pretty much saying, you know, happy September 1st, and then talks about like what's going on and those kind of things. Then she's asking for them to type in something. I'm going to guess it's like questions because she's answering them, right? And then sometimes she'll answer them voice wise. She did our training for us and said sometimes you have to ask your own questions to start hyping it up, right? So when you do that, you can literally go to your story, type in a question, or you can use like somebody else's phone, type in a bunch of questions because as you see, it doesn't tell you who asked them. So this way you can answer those. Ask a question that you're already ready for content and start those. And then when other people start asking, they'll feel comfortable. And all you do is kind of do this, okay? And I see questions. I'm going to answer them in just a moment. Then she also posts when she's doing trainings, right? And then her team, if they're taking screenshots, she just adds them up there so that people can see, you know, oh, I can learn from this girl because she's on there, right? You can see people are just kind of posting their life, their food, things that they're doing, motivationals. That was Annie Lou. Annie Lou is talking about her Disneyland Paris trip, right? And so those kind of things. So this is just to kind of help you. Here's Emily. Emily was at the spa. She's always at the spa. She loves her a good spa day, right? And so she's just kind of showing that she gets to do that. She's at the Four Seasons. I don't know if it has audio or not, but I'm going to assume she's going over, you know, what's included and what they're doing and things like that. Okay. So the stories are important. Like I said, I know it's hard. So that's what I'm going to show you guys next, but let me answer these questions. So you'll probably get to this at some point, but if we already have an Instagram for ages and all the posts aren't travel. So Kyle, you can actually, like, if you don't want something on here, like let's say I didn't want this Sunday one, you can just archive it. So click here and click archive. It's the third one down. You don't want to fully delete it, but if you archive it, it'll put it in the archive section on your profile. So only you can see it. But if you fully delete something, it's actually bad for your algorithm. So if you accidentally post wrong or something, just archive it and it'll go in like the little hidden archive folder just for you to see versus like fully deleting it. So you could do that. And then, you know, just start posting because yeah, you do want it to, you know, it'll start building and adding those kind of things. Okay. My stories are all messed up. If I start in a story and Insta shares my business pages, shares it from Facebook. Oh, okay. Then Kim, we need to go in your back end and remove those. That's in the Meta Business Suites. We just have to unconnect them. I don't know if you said this or not, but when you do the reels, they share automatically to your stories. Oh, so mine do. Yeah, I have it set up that way. So I've been using edits, like I told you guys. So it looks like this, okay? And all you do is just put the content together in here, right? So like that, I don't want to pull up the 2-day one because it's really long. But like ones that I've already made before, it's like this one, I don't remember what it was, but you just add content in here and you come in, you can split, speed it up, right? Add the volume, add stickers, all of those fun things like this. So I just kind of, you know, set something up in here. Oh, I think this is the room tour. I don't remember if I posted this or not. So if we play it, right? And you can do a voiceover on here as well, or you can take it to the platform and do it. So for Instagram, I do the voiceover here. If I wanted to do the voiceover on TikTok, I would just save this and then I would do the voiceover when I upload it to TikTok so that it also still has some stuff, right? So it's just like the quick room tour. It's 2 minutes, so that's probably why I haven't done it yet because I want to shorten it. I try to make them, you know, as quick as possible because people don't really want to spend 2 minutes looking over something like this, right? So I need to edit it and snip it down and make it attractive during my voiceover, right? So this was just like our whole trip, what we did, the things that we experienced, etc. Let's say I like this one. You can always come back and edit it. Okay, so I'm going to click export, even though I don't want to post this one. I'm going to click export. So now it's saving to my phone. It's going to go into my photo album through edits here on the design that I just made. Okay. And we have to give it a minute because it was 2 minutes long. So coffee. This would be a lot. Well, this would be a lot of work. It shouldn't hurt the algorithm. Yeah, no, I would just go through Kyle and archive some of them. Now, if there are some that you can keep, I mean, lifestyle wise, I would keep them. Like if you have some of your face or you're out and about or whatever, you can keep things like that because you'll be adding more. You know, as you get consistent here, not everyone's going to scroll through your whole page. Okay, there we go. So now it, there we go. Okay, keep your selfies. So now it's saved to my phone. You guys see on the bottom left, it says Instagram. So I click download if I want to save it to my phone, which I'm not going to because I have to edit this still. I'm not going to download this one. Then I'm going to click Instagram. That is how it's going to push it. It made from edits. I clicked Instagram. So now I can come in here and I can add my caption, my hashtags. I can add location, tag people, whatever. I can edit my cover, right? So if I want it to maybe be this one, right? Or I can add from my camera roll, which means that you could just, whatever pictures you have in your camera roll, you could add them there. So now it would look like this. Then I click share, right? Then I click share. That way it's pulling straight from edits onto here. Okay, and then I can preview it, right? So it'll show me what it'll look like on Instagram. That's how simple it is to post it here. But I'm not clicking the share across platforms. Now, when I do share, this is where Lori was asking. On the bottom, I have it going to Threads, my Facebook, my personal Facebook, and my story. So once it posts, then it will auto upload to my story. That is, it doesn't matter. You can put that up there. If you do, what I usually do, if I turn it off, I'll post it to my story myself and I'll add a sticker because I want it to be, you know, why would someone want to watch what's there, right? So I'm going to cancel this, continue without saving. Let's say that I want to post this one. So like this, right? And add to story. I like to go up here to the stickers, which is like the little sticker emoji, and do something like new post, right? Like this one, new post, right? Something like that. So that they're like, oh, like, let me check this out, you know, like, what is this? Probably further down like this, right? So now when they're scrolling, they're like, oh, there's a new post, let me go check it out, right? Or click to check out. Like they have a bunch of stickers in here. Click to see more. Oh, if I could type, click to see more, right? Tap here, click to see more. Swipe up, look, new post, important information, right? Something like this, important information, right? So that's like more eye attractive. So if you don't want to auto post your story, once you post it, just do something like that so you can kind of add the sticker. Okay. But the layout is really important here. That's the most. Now, I'm gonna put you guys onto something that will hopefully help. Um, when you're doing your professional dashboard, right? It's gonna show you your insights. So from August 3rd to September 1st, I had over 60 or almost 60,000 views. I've had over 5,000 in interactions just within the past 30 days. This is like more than ever, right? 31 new followers and 91 content you shared. Now, you're probably like, Tomi, you did 91 reels? No, the content you shared also includes stories. Aha, look at that. So reels and stories are included in the content you shared. So that's good. That's pushing the algorithm, right? So every time you do a story, it counts for content you shared. That is telling the algorithm, okay, Hannah is using this platform. She's posting a lot, right? And it all starts adding up. So maybe you do 3 to 5 quick stories throughout the whole day. Maybe you throw in your reel and you do some engagement, right? That overall is going to add up every day. Okay. So those are some things, some tools that they have on here. I want to go to Chris's page and just kind of show you guys her layout. Same kind of things, right? She has her URL, then she has her name. So she has travel agent in there. She has her bio. She has her client intake form, her little link tree. And then her stuff is in order based off of where she's been. So her Disney run, her Extra Mexico, her Super Nintendo World, client reviews, Virgin Voyages, Disney cruises, right? Those are her specialties. And then if you scroll down, you can see any post that she's made, even these, which are carousels. She's just making sure that one of the photos it looks really nice on her page, right? It makes you want to click and see what it is, right? So that was just her carousel post. This one, also a carousel, right? And she's just using like a nice photo here. This one was just one post on Facebook that she did for her son. This one isn't even in the video. So she just used this to, draw attraction for people to click on it, but it's actually like a video, just her being funny, asking like, people are like, how did you make $20,000 on your Disney trip? And they're asking her, like, do you sell drugs? Are you a killer? Are you a millionaire? Do you run the hood? Like how do you make all this kind of money? Right. And so those kind of things. And then her reels, if you scoot over, these are her reels, right? So this one is her just a green screen talking about Epic Universe when it was coming out, tips and tricks, information on that. And then, of course, they travel a lot and do these kind of things. This was her first one. This was her very first TikTok or Instagram reel that she ever did way back in 2022 or 2023, right? Back when she had purple hair. It's nothing glam, no transitions, right? But she's literally just typing on her computer. That's it. Listen, Kim, I literally take what they say and put it into ChatGPT. That or I'll take a screenshot and I'll drop it into ChatGPT and be like, translate this for me. Or even on my phone. Like I can do this. Watch this. I can highlight it on a fancy iPhone and I can say translate and it will tell me. Asking for reinforcements to Mickey himself in a little magic. Then I just delete it. That way I understand. Like I'm learning, but I like fast track. You know what I mean? But this was one of her very first ones. It went absolutely crazy viral. And it was just her literally not talking or nothing, just acting funny and typing and putting screen text on there. Okay. So those kind of things. Annie Lou is also great. Annie Lou. Here's Annie Lou Manrique. Hers is very similar to Chris, right? Cabo, Convention, Queen Mary, Disneyland. Hers are more so like things as she goes through. She has a lot of highlights. So she's just categorizing, nice things she's put in her stories for, things that she's done in her entire career here. So that gives you an idea of, how you can be different and those kind of things. Okay. And then she has her posts, right? Her pin post, green screen. So know that you can get a lot of traction by just having green screen and things like that too. Testimonies, that's her actual travel business. So testimonies of what her clients say. This was just her running and asking for song recommendations while she's running. And these kind of things, right? She's a Swiftie. So she posts about those kind of things. This was her saying, finally, Disneyland has now announced their 2026 openings for booking, right? And she had 46 clients and those kind of things. So green screen is amazing. My green screen on TikTok performed literally 20 times better than, yeah. Listen, people like that, right? It's eye attracting. Like as I'm going through here and I'm like, oh, wait a minute, like there's this bobblehead, popping out at me, right? And all of a sudden I'm just instantly intrigued. So use those green screen too. They have really good energy, right? Making sure that you're engaging, those kind of things. But those have some of the best as well. All right. Now I want to show you guys. I'm going to swap over here. I want to show you how I'm pulling my stuff up. Okay. So uno momento, por favor. Okay. Don't mind all my tabs open. Sandals. Okay. All right. So you guys know that ChatGPT really helps me, narrow down these kind of things. But I constantly want to make sure I'm on track. So my ChatGPT keeps me on track with my IPAs, which are, who knows what an IPA is? Trick question. IPA. What's an IPA? Oh, I got to put that chat box up. What is an IPA? Yes, income producing activity. All right. More coffee. Oh, good. Okay, I can put my face back up here now too. Okay, so income producing activity. So I'm constantly using chat. Also, another one is a DMO. That's a good one. Okay, so I'm wanting it to help me. So I did one for TikTok, right? But I'm also doing one for Instagram. Now, when I go back and look through them, it's very similar in content. So I can take one piece of content and I can use it across platforms. I have come to realize the accounts don't like if you post the same content on each platform the same day. So that has been something for me. I definitely have been using Coco's manager. Do you guys all have that? If you don't, I'll send it to you. But to tell me which days to post what. So I make the content. I'll post it on Instagram on Monday, and then on TikTok, I'll post it on Tuesday. So whatever I posted on TikTok on Tuesday, I switch it over, and you see what I'm saying there? So they don't just want it like bam, 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 bam. Apparently they don't like that. We got to kind of give it a minute, right? You don't have it? Okay. It's right here. Share. This is, and Coco lives by this. Like I'm telling you guys, anytime I'm on a call, she'll pick it up and she's like, look at, I wrote it here. I did this, right? And so she uses this weekly. She does print it out. Let me share with you guys, copy the link. Okay. So this can kind of help you just organize it all, right? So, okay, let's go back to my IPAs. So I asked it to make me one for Instagram, which was let me scroll up to my actual ask of it. I want to maximize my time this month on income producing activities to excel my business inside Evolution Travel. Okay, I'm okay telling ChatGPT Evolution Travel because it understands all of Evolution Travel. I don't have to tell it each section, right? Give me the best daily IPAs for my schedule as a mom and social media creator and team leader, and then duplicate it to my team who is also in need. So it's going to go based off me. Remember, each chat has its own. I did add in here to do the exact same, but I wanted it from September 1st to September 30th. I want it in real time. But just know that what it tells me, it knows the trips I've already been on. It knows my daily schedule. So I asked it for duplication for you guys to help you also fit it into yours, because yours isn't going to be the same as mine, right? You have to kind of train your own chat GBT to know what you've done. What kind of content do you have in your phone? What trips have you been on before? What is your style, right? What is your characteristics? Those things. You have to help them out a little bit, okay? So this was mine. This is TikTok, so I'm going to scroll down to Instagram because today's Instagram, next week is TikTok, okay? So here's my IPAs for Instagram. In the morning, gratitude or affirmations, that's a great one, right? We have plenty of those. Post one reel or carousel. So when I go through my little list I just showed you of Coco's, I'm going to have certain days with reels and certain days with carousels, because carousels do really good on Instagram. Okay. But you still, people like to still hear you and see you, but carousels are really good as long as they are attractive, right? You have to have the hook in the beginning and go through them. That's how you get them to go through. Okay. And then engage 10 minutes with story replies and first real comments. This is a big one. If you guys do one that says ask a question, or you're doing a poll of yes or no, make sure that you borrow somebody else's phone or ask one of us to go do the questions or something like that, so you can reply right away, because that tells Instagram, oh, they're still on here engaging. Let's push more people to see their content so they stay being social on here, so they stay engaging, right? The point of these apps is to literally like suffocate your attention there. Like they want to be stingy. They're like the needy girlfriend. Okay. They're like, no, me, not, no, don't go to work. Nobody else, no friends, me. I need all the attention. So they're going to keep, bribing you to stay on there. All right. So you want to engage for 10 minutes. So take time when you make your post to stay there for 15 minutes. 15 minutes. Okay. Make your post, put your carousel or reel, and then do the engaging. All right. Now, midday, about noon, your time ish. Okay. Post interactive stories. So again, another this or that, polls, quizzes, right? Talk about things that you've been doing, show those kind of things. Reply to DMs. So if you do have DMs, they want you to reply to them. Share one travel deal to stories with a sticker call to action. So this would be a good one for those of you, Kyle, Dale, Hannah, who want to make the Kim, want to make the instant commission. Show something like that, right? Share like one little quick travel deal to your story, like just something quick and cute, nothing that's going to take you, a bunch of times. But like I was telling Kim, just maybe a quick side by side. Go to Canva on your phone, right? And take a quick screenshot of Expedia and a quick screenshot of Evo Plus. Literally just put them in a file on Canva together and just post that on your story. And just be like, like the amazing deals, like the deals I find for my clients are endless, or another $600 savings, and then go to the stickers and use like a call to action, right? And then comment on 5 to 10 niche accounts. So whatever your hashtags are, what is your niche? I want you to also go find them. There you go. Yeah, an example like that, right? Just some side by side, some cute, sweet, and pop that baby in there, okay? 5 to 10 niche accounts. So if you're talking traveling moms, then you should probably be following some creators and engaging with their content, or go on Explore and, engage with those people, lifestyle deals, things like that. Because again, if you're engaging there and you're posting, the audience is going to keep being driven to you based off that. Okay. Go live or post stories. So go live. Honestly, I've never been live on Instagram, so I don't know that pertains to me or anything that I can teach you. I've only been live on TikTok, and honestly, I don't see many people go live on Instagram. But keep your story sequences 3 to 5 clips. 3 to 5 clips is always what I strive for when I'm posting any story sequence, which I've taught you guys on Evo Plus, right? 3 to 5 sequences there, or when I'm out and about, or when I'm getting ready, right? Just quick 3 to 5 sequences there. Engage with hashtags. So same things, right? Just make sure that you show some engagement. And then minimum daily minimums on Instagram, one reel or carousel, 5 stories. So there we are again, right? Polls, behind the scenes, deals, life, 10 to 15 new engagements, and 2 to 3 follow-ups. So here's my content calendar. All right. Again, it's going to go based off of my history. It knows that I've been to Sebastian's Bistro, which was delicious. And I think this was super smart because we go for Thanksgiving there because it's literally like all you can eat. It's like a family style, all you can eat. So I'm like, you know what? Why not? Right? Let me do our quick little snippets of the food we had there and just do a quick, tis the season. Thanksgiving is almost here, right? And just go over what our family and I do to plan to prepare to go there. Quick and easy. three reasons being a travel agent fits mom life. So use mom and laptop photos if I want to do a carousel, a story, tip sticker, how to save on last minute fall travel. There you go, right? Quick Evo Plus, just do the green screen. Running a travel business as a mom, do a reel. So it's just kind of giving me content. It's helping me decide like, oh, you know what? This would be better. I don't like that. I'm going to do this one instead. Right. So that's what it's telling me. Dying over here with these allergies, man. Okay. It's been raining like crazy. So that's what I have it do. I just have it kind of tell me, give me some ideas, how can I make this flow? Then I'm gonna be real honest with you guys. I have to take a day where I sit down, I grab like 6 or 7 outfits, so just different shirts, right? And I sit down and I make the content, especially if I'm busy. I'll just sit down, I'll look at these things, I'll put it together, and then I save it. So actually in my edits, I just finished posting them. I'm caught up now. I got to do it again. When I make them in edits, I leave them there. That way I know, okay, these 6 for the week, I have to go post in order. So they're already made. Then I grab them and put them where they need to go. Make sense? I have to have Jeff bring me Claritin. So yeah, that's what I like. If I'm looking at stuff like this and I'm like, okay, Sebastian's, I can do, right? The bistro, how to save on last minute. Easy for me. I can go take a few screenshots in edits. I can have each of my projects ready and just add them in. And then I can go and, fix them and make them pretty and those kind of things as I sit down, but I just do it all in one take. I'll change my shirt, put something else on and do another take for a different day. Right. So take that time. That's something that I like to do on a Sunday when there isn't a lot going on. There's not a lot of trainings, right? I'm getting my week prepped. Let me sit down and look at what I have and also prepare for what's coming. Okay. So that's what I kind of implement there. That is a little bit of the rundown for Instagram. Okay. We already went over this, the profile picture, the content, what to post. So this one's kind of saying like motivation on Mondays, travel tip Tuesdays, deal highlight. Now, for me, those are kind of cliche, right? Travel tip Tuesday. But you could kind of go along those ways as well. Lifestyle, fun reel. So Fridays are always fun, right? Social proof, and then behind the scenes. So that's pretty much what it does for me. And then next week I'm going to show you guys my TikTok one because I have the same similar, but again, TikTok and Instagram are different. Although yes, there's a lot of the same content, it's different. Now I'm actually going to give you guys a few people. Can I pull it up here? I'm going to give you guys a few people I want you to follow. Uh-oh. What happened? Hello? No, I'm stuck. Am I back? I was stuck. I was frozen. I think I still am. SOS. Is it better? Better? Am I still frozen? Okay. All right. I want to give you guys some people to follow. Okay. And they're not like travel related. All right. Um, let me see here. All right. This one, Insta Coach Mike. Insta Coach Mike. And you guys have to tell me if I lose connection again. Insta Coach Mike. Insta Coach Mike is really good. He will literally go over tips and information on what to do, right? What to say, how often to post on Instagram. He keeps up to like real world, like their whole things, right? And what's working for them. He'll also go over 2,000 hooks that stop you to get you to scroll. I think he just did, oh, what was it? It was like this one, how to go viral, don't post reels, post carousels. And he's kind of like going over those kind of things, right? Of course, that is a hook in itself, how to go viral. People always want to know those kind of things. So you can get a lot of information and tips and tricks from him about hashtags and those kind of things. Okay. Another person is the real Brian Mark. The real Brian Mark. All right. He does a lot of how to build an online bit, like showing businesses what they should be doing, what their presence should look like. Force Instagram to show your content to your ideal clients. So he'll tell you about hashtags, new Instagram updates that come up, those kind of things. I thought it was way cheaper, right? Personal trainer. So he helps all different kind of businesses and stuff, but it's good content to listen to. And Harmozy is also really good. He's more so big on mindset and those kind of things. And these are his carousels. So he'll start here, and then as you swipe through, right, it's going to be a carousel of more of them. Okay. So he has some good stuff as well. Was Jason Capital one? No. All right, those are my top ones. Last but not least, Instagram did just say that those with a verified account, which is the $15 a month, will also be boosted for this season. So that's an investment up to you if you guys would like to pay to get verified. You can also, I think you get like a bundle deal if you do Instagram and Facebook together. They give you like a little discount on doing both, but they did say so. I actually just purchased my verification here the other day to test it out and see, but I literally just bought it like 2 days ago. So we'll see what that does. Okay. Any questions? No questions? Well, I hope this was super helpful, and it is recorded so you can continue going back over it.